So I'm sitting here waiting for my next student because one of my students today has actually had to cancel their driving lesson. So I thought, what better thing to do than make a video for you guys about how to deal with cancellations as a driving instructor. So yes, it can sometimes be true that the life of a driving instructor can be plagued by some cancellations. So this can be very similar in lots of other industries, hairdressing for instance, dentists as well, people not turning up to appointments. So you're always going to get a percentage of cancellations, but there are some ways that we can reduce that. So how are we going to reduce it? Well, first of all, every time your student gets out the car after their lesson, make sure you give them a card or some paper that's got the date of the next lesson, or just text them there and then with the date. I myself use an app that I pay monthly for, but is it worth it? It's worth every penny. It automatically texts the student the day before their lesson or 48 hours before their lesson, just to let them know when their next lesson is. It's so useful because no one ever forgets. They've got no reason to forget and they've got no excuse for forgetting. So we've automatically wiped out all my excuses that I didn't know I had a driving lesson. Sorted. Now, you are still going to always get some cancellations. This can't always be helped. Maybe the person's been called into work and they've got no choice. Maybe they're sick. Maybe it's COVID. If someone cancels me, I generally give them the benefit of the doubt and tend not to charge. However, if it's a repeat offender, I would charge them and they would be aware of this, especially if I haven't had time to rebook anyone in. This would also depend on the reason for them cancelling. For instance, I've had probably 5 or 6 students this week cancel, 1 due to COVID, 2 due to self-isolating, 1 due to a fractured wrist, another one some other reason, another one, God knows what the other reason was. But it happens, life gets in the way, it's absolutely fine. They give me as much notice as they can, and they're not repeat offenders. Because I'm using an app, I can pop a gap in my diary, which gives other students the opportunity to fill that gap, so it's no effect to me. Now, for those situations, if I am getting repeat offenders, there are a number of ways you can reduce this and prevent it, or at least try. So the first one, make sure you've got some sort of contract with the students. When they first get in your car, give them the contract. It says something like, I, Bobby Boo Boo, will give you just around my 48 hours notice before cancelling a lesson, or I will be charged the full asking price. Make sure they sign it. Done. You still don't have to charge them, but at least they are now fully aware that this is a serious thing and you do expect them to give you 48 hours notice. Now, I don't bother with a contract method. For me, I just say to students when they first get in, can you make sure you give me 48 hours notice to cancel a lesson? It gives me a chance to rebook, simple as that. Most people are courteous enough to make sure they do. If they don't give me 48 hours notice, depending on the reason, if I don't think it's that great, I might just say to them, come on, dude, I haven't got time to rebook that. Try and give me a bit more notice in future if possible, with a sad emoji. And generally, again, no problems again in future. There are other methods you can use. I know of a number of instructors that actually only take all bank transfer payments and they have all their lessons paid for on the Sunday beginning of the week. If a student hasn't paid by the Sunday of the previous week, they will get a reminder text. If they haven't paid by the Monday, that driving lesson will actually be given out to someone else. Now, they swear blindly this works, and I can see it probably is. It's not for me, but it's whatever works for you. Point being, there are lots of ways that you can reduce this and prevent it. If you think I missed anything or you want to know something else about learning to become a driving instructor, get it in the comments below. If you don't tell me, I can't sort it out for you. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Good luck with your learning to become a driving instructor. If you want any help at all, join the Discord. Someone else in there will help, or I'll help. Just get involved. Josh out.